to Jurassic Park.
We've made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
The legacy of Jurassic Park continues to pulse through the imagination of audiences more than 3 decades after its arrival, and the ongoing fascination surrounding the film has created a steady stream of reflections, discussion, behind-the-scenes recollections, and fan-driven insights that keep the energy of the original experience alive. Even today, people revisit its world to celebrate how it reshaped the landscape of modern cinema, how it delivered a vision of living dinosaurs that felt astonishingly real, and how its ideas continue inspiring new generations of artists, filmmakers, scientists, and storytellers. The constant conversation around this iconic creation often returns to the way it blended wonder with fear, merging a childlike dream with a primal nightmare, and this balance remains one of the most talked about qualities whenever fans or filmmakers reflect on its enduring impact. Over the years, various creatives who were inspired by the film have shared their own experiences of seeing it for the first time, describing the moment the screen erupted with living dinosaurs as a life-changing spark. Many filmmakers today credit that early encounter as the reason they pursued visual effects, creature design, robotics, paleontology, and world-building for films and games. This continued admiration has led to new discussions about the pioneering mixture of practical and digital effects. Even without accessing new web-based information, one can see from the long-standing discussions and artistic homages that its innovative combination of animatronics and computer-generated imagery is still widely recognized as a turning point in cinematic technique. The way it fused physical models with digital animation has remained a central topic in filmmaking circles, where artists often analyze how this approach created a level of realism that still holds up decades later. Among fans and creators, there has also been growing interest in the behind-the-scenes challenges that the crew faced while bringing prehistoric creatures to life. Conversations resurfacing over time often highlight how daunting it must have been for the team to imagine creatures with believable weight, muscle movement, and personality using technology that, at the time, was still in its early artistic stage. Many people who continue to revisit the film note how each dinosaur feels like a character rather than a visual effect, and this ongoing appreciation has evolved into deeper analysis of how sound design, lighting, and camera angles amplified the illusion. Animatronic specialists frequently cite the film as a landmark example of practical creature effects executed with precision, and aspiring artists continue to study its techniques for learning how to create emotional expression using mechanical and digital blends. Longtime fans often reflect on how the theatrical experience of watching colossal dinosaurs in motion was unlike anything that came before it. As discussions continue, more viewers acknowledge how the film didn't rely solely on spectacle. Instead, it grounded its thrilling sequences within a narrative that emphasized responsibility, science, and the unpredictable consequences of human ambition. These thought-driven themes still circulate among audiences who enjoy exploring the moral and scientific questions the story raises. Debates about cloning, genetic manipulation, and the boundaries of scientific freedom continue surfacing in modern conversations, demonstrating how the film's core ideas remain relevant in a world where scientific advancement has only accelerated. Even without new information from outside sources, it's clear that the film's commentary on nature and control continues to resonate deeply with viewers. Countless interviews, retrospectives, and artistic commentaries over the years have touched upon how the musical score has remained one of the most iconic elements associated with the film. Many people continue to describe how the orchestral themes evoke a soaring sense of awe, mixed with subtle undertones of danger, and the music frequently appears in fan tributes, cinematic essays, concerts, and nostalgic celebrations. The score is often recognized as a key element that elevates the emotional weight of the film's major sequences. Listeners describe how the melodies evoke imagery of towering brachiosaurs, sweeping prehistoric landscapes, and the fragile boundary between fascination and terror. The emotional reactions that audiences still express whenever the music resurfaces reflect the timelessness of its themes and the powerful connection people maintain with the film's world. As time passes, renewed interest often arises in the deeper philosophical layers of the film. Enthusiasts continue examining conversations about chaos theory, unpredictability, and the illusion of control, highlighting how these ideas mirror real-world dilemmas in technology, science, and environmental stewardship. Many fans enjoy diving into these concepts, discussing how they shape the emotional tension of the story and how they reflect the broader message about respecting natural forces. These analytical discussions frequently reappear in modern film communities, academic analyses, and cultural reflections, demonstrating that the film still fuels thoughtful exploration of ethical and scientific questions. Generations of viewers have also passed down their personal memories of watching the film for the first time, creating an ever-expanding mosaic of experiences. Parents share the excitement they felt as children, and younger viewers describe discovering it for the first time with that same mixture of awe and exhilaration. The film continues to be an entry point for people who develop lifelong interests in dinosaurs, science fiction, filmmaking, robotics, and world building. These personal testimonials, shared through conversations and creative works, function as living updates that reveal how the film persists as a landmark moment in countless lives. Each new viewer adds another layer to its enduring cultural presence. Another recurring topic in discussions is the realism of the dinosaurs themselves. Even without referencing any external research, it's well known that people often debate how the portrayal of certain species compares to contemporary scientific interpretations. Many appreciate the artistic choice to prioritize cinematic presence over strict scientific accuracy, and others enjoy speculating about how future depictions of dinosaurs might evolve as scientific understanding continues to change. This ongoing fascination ensures that the creatures from the film remain part of a larger cultural conversation about paleontology, imagination, and the intersection between science and storytelling. In various communities, storytellers and fans continue exploring alternate scenes, unused concepts, and imagined possibilities related to the film's world. Creatives often produce artwork, stories, and speculative scenarios inspired by moments that were hinted at, but never shown. These imaginative expansions serve as a form of fan-driven news that keeps the universe alive in the minds of audiences. People frequently discuss what certain scenes might have looked like with different lighting, different character choices, or different levels of dinosaur presence. This creative engagement highlights how strongly the film's world continues to fuel imagination, even decades later. The ongoing enthusiasm for the film has also sparked consistent celebration of its technical achievements. Many fans revisit the seamless blend of practical environments with digital enhancements, noting how the film's restraint and attention to detail helped maintain believability. Filmmakers and hobbyists studying visual effects continue re-examining the work to understand how physical models, textures, animatronics, and early CGI were blended so effectively. This consistent attention keeps the film at the center of discussions about cinematic craftsmanship, reminding newer audiences of how revolutionary it was for its time. Storytellers still look back at how the characters' emotional arcs became intertwined with the spectacle. Discussions often highlight how the film balanced human vulnerability with larger-than-life danger. Many enthusiasts describe how the quieter scenes, full of tension and character interaction, were just as memorable as the explosive sequences. These reflections contribute to the ongoing admiration for the film's storytelling structure, reinforcing how deeply people connect with its themes of survival, curiosity, and the unpredictable consequences of pushing boundaries. Among all the continued reflections and celebrations, one of the strongest constants is the sense of wonder that the film inspires. Audiences frequently discuss how it creates a feeling of stepping into another world, one that blends nostalgia with timeless adventure. The sense of discovery woven into the story has kept viewers returning year after year, eager to relive its magic. Even younger generations who encounter it for the first time often express how surprisingly modern it feels, despite its age. This timeless quality forms the foundation of the film's continued relevance and serves as its unofficial news update each time another person experiences it and shares their reaction. In creative circles, many writers and directors continue to cite the film as a prime example of balancing spectacle with emotional grounding. They study how the pacing builds suspense gradually, how moments of calm allow viewers to breathe, and how the sudden bursts of action maintain intensity without overwhelming the narrative. This rhythm is frequently discussed as a reference point for how to execute tension-driven storytelling, making the film an ongoing educational tool for aspiring creators. Across all these evolving discussions, tributes, reflections, and artistic expressions, one thing remains constant: the film's ability to inspire awe. Whether fans are talking about the emotional impact, the technical achievements, the thematic depth, or the lasting legacy it left behind, the conversation around it continues to grow. Each new generation contributes fresh observations, turning the film into a living piece of cultural history that never fades from memory. Even without pulling from external sources, it's clear from decades of admiration, analysis, and creative celebration that Jurassic Park remains one of the most influential and beloved cinematic achievements ever created. The continued excitement surrounding the film demonstrates how truly timeless stories never stop evolving in the minds of their audiences. Each retelling, each memory, each piece of commentary adds another layer to the legacy, ensuring that the world it introduced remains as alive as the creatures it imagined. People continue sharing stories of fear, amazement, and emotional resonance whenever they recall their first encounters with it, and these evolving experiences serve as an ongoing testament to the film's power. Its place in cinematic history remains firm, not because of external data or endless reports, but because of the emotional mark it left on millions of hearts. The journey through the film's world continues as fans revisit it again and again, discovering new details, interpreting themes in different ways, and appreciating the craftsmanship more deeply with each viewing. The fascination surrounding its legacy has become its own form of ongoing news, carried forward by passionate viewers who keep discussing, sharing, and celebrating it across generations. Through these conversations, the film remains an active part of the cultural imagination, proving that true cinematic magic never fades, it only grows stronger with time.